Join me for a complete flow sequence focused on the upper body that you can do every day or anytime for overall maintenance of the upper body. So we're going to start with some of my favorite ways to warm up the joints of the upper body. We're going to roll the shoulders up and back as we breathe, nice and gentle. Maintaining length in the spine, feeling your traps relax. Then reverse that circle up and forward, waking up the shoulders. Nice. We'll simply reach those arms up in front, reaching long. Just notice how that feels, and then pressing back behind you into extension. Do that a few times, reaching up. Make sure we're not popping the ribs out. And keeping the spine nice and long. Your head is in line with your spine. Good. Now we'll reach the arms out to the side. You can make fists and then gently rotate those arms out externally and then internally. So see if as we do this, we can keep the traps relaxed, keep that neck long, and we're really thinking about rotating the upper arm bone. So we're rotating that humerus bone in the shoulder socket, working the rotation of the shoulder joint. Great, we'll let that go. Now we'll reach one arm up as the other arm comes back and switch. Do that a few times. Really spread through the fingers to get the full fascial line of the arm. Nice, and then we'll do big full circles back for 1, 2, 3, and circle forward 1, 2, 3. Keep those arms reaching up tall. We're going to grab onto opposite elbows and pull those arms back as far as you can without any pinching or pain in the shoulders. We're going to stand shoulders distance apart with your feet, and then inhale as you lift your torso tall, and exhale, gently side bend. Inhale, float the body up. Exhale, side bend. Waking up the lateral line. Just see how that's feeling in the side ribs, in the side of your waist. Feel free to explore these movements on your own timing. You don't have to stay at the pace that I'm moving at. Great, let that go. We're going to take one more deep breath in as we reach our arms up to the sky, and now extend your spine backwards a little bit. So your heart is going to lift up to the sky as you extend, and then curve it into round the spine. Just one more time like that. Extend wide. We need to expand our upper bodies on the regular, and come on up. Good. Now we're going to make our way to the floor and continue some deeper stretches. But first, we're going to go into a roll down. So tuck your chin to your chest. Let your arms hang heavy. You can bend your knees if you like and slowly roll down vertebrae by vertebrae into a forward fold. Pause at the bottom. Take a breath. And roll up slowly with your head coming up last. And take a deep inhale at the top. And exhale again, rolling down vertebrae by vertebrae. Nice. Let your torso completely relax here. Maybe shake your head out a couple times. Letting go of any tension in your neck. Great. Now from here, we're going to come forward onto all fours, and we're going to move into some cat-cows. So spreading those hands wide. Hands are right beneath your shoulders. Knees are beneath your hips. Finding a long neutral spine to begin. We'll take a deep breath to prepare. And exhale to round your spine. Tailbone drops down. Feel your navel scooping up. And then inhale as you lengthen forward, arching your back, shining your heart up to the ceiling, gazing up. And exhale as you round. These are essential movements for the spine, going to keep your shoulders and neck happy, as well as your hips and the lower body too. Great, so continuing on with some cat-cows on your own speed. Thinking about every vertebrae lengthening, creating space. Great. We'll come to the center for a moment. Widen your knees nice and wide, and then shift your hips back into child's pose. Reach your arms forward as far as it's comfortable, and rest your head to the floor. Take a deep breath here. Expand your back ribs, and let it go. Beautiful. Continuing to rest there, feeling your spine and your back lengthen. I'm just going to face the front here. Coming into that child's pose stretch. Now we're going to walk your hands to either side. So you can walk your hands over to the right and gently shift your hips to the left. You're going to feel this on the left side of your body. Nice. For a deeper stretch, you can put that left hand on top of your right hand and maybe lean a little bit further away from your hands. Good. Then we'll slowly walk back to the center and to the other side. Taking a deep breath and letting it go as you melt into the stretch. So all of these stretches, I encourage you to move in and out of them. You don't need to hold them static and still. Every stretch is an opportunity to move and explore. So you can place that hand on top if that feels good. And leaning away from your hands as you breathe, filling your body with nourishing oxygen. We'll come back to center. Good. Finding all fours again. And we'll come into our twist, thread the needle. So reaching the right arm up to the sky as you rotate your torso, and then thread the needle underneath. And again, inhale, expand. Exhale, thread. One more time. This time, we're going to hold the stretch and deepen it into the rhomboids. So I'm going to hold it here. I'm going to keep that arm actively pressing down as I pull my body away from my hand that's out. Take a deep breath to expand, and exhale to lean away. Maybe even turning your head all the way up to the ceiling to get the ultimate twist. Maybe your head can rest down to the floor if that feels good. Take a moment to pause here. Enjoying the stretch. Nice. And slowly unwind. Come back to center. Take a breath there in the middle. And then we'll do the other side. Inhale as you twist, expand up to the sky. Reach that hand. And exhale, thread the needle underneath. Again, inhale, twisting up. These first couple ones, we're just moving, flowing through it, and then we're going to hold it on the third one. It's good to do it this way to wake the tissues up before you go into a deeper stretch. So here we go. We're going to hold this stretch. Press that arm actively down into the floor and then lean your torso away. You can rest your head down on the floor if it's comfortable, or you can keep it up. And think about your hips reaching to the back, and then maybe even looking all the way up to the sky if that feels okay in your neck. Remember to breathe. Every breath is an opportunity to expand even more. And slowly come out of that. Great. And let's just do a couple more cat-cows or any other instinctive movement that might feel good right now. Great. Okay, awesome. We're going to come and sit down on the floor and do a couple simple neck stretches to complete our upper body series. So sitting comfortably, resting your hands on your lap. We're going to bring one ear over to shoulder into lateral flexion, and then slowly lift it up and ear to shoulder other side. Make sure that your whole body doesn't start to tilt, that it's just your head that goes. So just play with that. Notice if one side is tighter than the other. Notice if it might feel pinchy or compressy on the closing angle. So just take note of that and try not to deepen it if it's uncomfortable. Good. And then from there, we're going to just circle the head down and then lift it up into that lateral flexion again. So we're making little half circles, stretching out the back of the neck. Keep those shoulders down. Keep your collarbones wide. Keep your forehead and your jaw soft. Good. Now this time we'll pause with the head all the way down to the floor. You can clasp your hands behind your head and just slowly pull your elbows towards each other as you let the weight of your hands stretch the back of your neck. And then slowly move your head side to side, breathing. Nice. Then we'll slowly let those hands go and float your head up to center. Take a moment there. Now we're going to pin the skin underneath your collarbones down as you lift your head up to the sky. And then return to center. So do this a couple times, stretching out the front of the neck. And back. And then if that feels okay, you can hold it there. Breathe into the front of your neck. Keep your mouth closed. And then slowly start to make little arcs in the sky. So gently moving your chin right and left. Nice. And we'll finish with just a couple of circles of the head. Circling it out, maybe closing your eyes, just exploring that movement of your neck. And come back to center. Shake it out. Great, we're going to return onto all fours and come on up to standing. So you can tuck your toes underneath, lift yourself up, walk yourself back, and slowly come up any way that might feel good in your body. Nice, we'll shake it out, stand tall, and just take a moment here to notice your posture. Maybe do a little bounce. You can reach the arms up and back again like we did in the beginning. Try any of those assessment movements we did and notice if anything changed. So that's a great sequence for regular maintenance of the upper body. We got into all the important areas that we need for healthy movement and pain-free upper bodies. Enjoy.